All right, what's up, everybody? We've got a sloppy lab work best of one triad match here. We're sitting at 3-2 at the moment, and we're up against Trelemar. Of course, I went back and forth on what decks to bring for this one, but I landed on Sprite Toro, Oily, Hexing, Hellas. I think these two are just very solid. Like, it's tough for them to know which one to ban. I'm fine with either one getting banned because the other is pretty decent into a lot of stuff. And then I kind of get to bring my toolbox deck for the third one. Really want to bring more Amber Skies because I love that set, but I want to give this one a little bit more reps. It's a little bit low on the creature control, which is always my issue, right? But it's a pretty cool VM25. So got the double BR Geist, which can be really good just if they have any kind of crazy creatures going on. We've got our own stuff with the Grim Reaper, with all the logo stuff. It does have the library card. Also has the Sapper for some artifact stealing, double closed door, effervescent. It's not like the fastest deck. It's kind of an interesting one. It does really need to kind of keep a board a lot of time, but having the Ecto Charge in there, I've noticed, can just be massive for kind of closing things out. We'll see what Trelemar's got here. Got Mass Mutation, Vault Master 25, and then PV. Quad, Gateway to Dis. All right. Reminder, Pandemonium. Interesting, no. This is a very interesting deck. Tons of creature control, not doing much else, but also not like doing a bunch of Infernus looping or anything either. How does this generate enough Amber to win? Interesting. This one scares me because it shouldn't do that. Or it just doesn't seem like it should be good. I think it's actually good into the decks we brought, unfortunately. I could have brought something with a little bit more speed, maybe. The triple settle auto is definitely not bad. One last job is decent. But if they're playing a bunch of gateways, it's going to be rough for them. This one, okay, looks like this is more what we've seen from VM. One Abyssal Sight, one Brain Drain, double Death Knell, Maelstrom, double Bubbles, Cowp, double Under Pressure, Golden Spirals, double Legionaries, a lot. Battlefleet, Mix, Ether Spider. This one seems fairly fair. It's got the Tribute, but there's not really a great way to use it aside from the Imperial Forge. I guess you've got the Ludo order. I mean, it's still not bad. It's not super fast, not super efficient either. I don't think I'm too scared of that. I mean, this one just kind of feels like I'm probably going to ban the PV one because this just looks so much stronger. Cryptic Collapse, Double Gift of Amber, Dramatic Echoes. We've got Sanctum doesn't look crazy, actually. It's in Tails. Is this so double Rufus, Cinia Order, Marcella, Lorica, Valeria, double Spendthrift? Honestly, is this one not actually as scary as it could be? Spendthrifts, I guess, are scary. Trade Blows, Greedy Reprisal. I mean, it's probably still the best one here. What do I think they're gonna ban? If they don't ban Sprite Toro, problem is it's still a lot of creature control against Sprite Toro. And against Justicar. So Wadley is my best, so that's probably the correct ban here. I think we try to play Sprite Toro if we can, which should... Honestly, I think Sprite Toro into either of these is pretty fine. The Cyberclone is scary if they get my... Goes for Wadley. Okay. So if they purge my Forsaken, it's not great. I just think it is actually too much creature control for Justicar. Is it? We force them to keep playing creature control. Neither of these have artifact control either, which is actually pretty huge for Sprite Toro. Let's do Sprite Toro. We haven't played that one in a bit. Going Wiz. I think this is actually probably our better matchup, surprisingly enough. There's no Purge here. The Maelstrom is annoying, but hey, what's up, Quick Draw? Let's see. I guess the Amber control could be kind of annoying here. This is an interesting starting hand. I like Soul Snatcher, but I don't like it this early. They don't have Shadows though, so honestly, this Shadows is not bad for a start. So we probably just go Outpost Merkin's top. Rigged Lottery to get some stuff in the discard. I think we're okay with that. We're not generating tokens right away, which is not amazing, but again, because we're free to reign with artifacts, I think we're pretty safe here. I probably discard the Soul Snatcher. It's just they have a lot of high value creatures and they have a decent amount of bounce. So that's just stuff we can't really deal with too well. Ooh, Battle Fleet right away. Tall Mind and Megamouth, totally fine with those coming down here. Megamouth's not doing anything until they go a different house. Let's see, I haven't really done too much with the new layout yet. Yeah, it is a little bit different. Keep going with the plan here. We'll rig lottery first, see what we get. Do get some amber here. Discarding. Hit and run is a bummer. Gate Warden's a bummer. The rest of this is probably fine. EP is a little bit scary being in there. Ditch the Brain Drain, Orbital Bombardment, and the Collector Worm. Okay. And no archives. We'll go top of deck. Mind Your Elders. Doesn't do anything. Ooh, draw right back into 3 more shadows. That's pretty nasty. We can get a token down with a slip shot. It's a little funky. I don't know if I can kill it right away with the booby trap. But very solid draw here. We'll take it. And getting some amber right away. The problem is we're not killing this. So if they play more creatures, it might just be booby trap Merkin's fight. We don't get the slip shot ready, but I think that's okay. Sorry, I was gonna fix. Move myself over slightly. Maybe I have to downsize myself just a bit. It's kind of centered. Get those actions on there. Going Unfathomable. I mean, I'm fine with maelstroming this isn't, or not maelstroming. Oh, goes the Echoing Death Knell. Okay, so that's doing some work for me. Give me a Bubbles right here. Bubbles on Shoulder is fine because we get the slip shot turned into a token anyways. Abyssal Sight is less amazing. Does kill the Megamouth though, so a little bit less scary on board. I think you hit the slip shot here. If you're not going to play any more creatures, the booby trap doesn't do anything. Do I want to just get this stuff down since I can get it next to... We'll see. I mean, honestly, if... Okay, so it discards the Soul Snatcher. I'll take that. That could be... Ooh, Kelp. Okay. So we have to just fight that with Merkins, which means we're not killing the Tall Mind. But I still don't mind that too much. And then Bubbles that. Okay. So we could just booby trap the Kaup now. I guess if we don't, we're not really getting any value out of it. We just still don't kill anything here because the Merkins doesn't get, it's not, oh no, that we can kill the mix here. Okay. So this turn is fine. And we tokenized that shoulder that got stuck back on top, so that works out great. I think this is actually a kind of a decent matchup, just in terms of their creature control being bound. It does turn off my destroy effects, but if it's like creatures I don't want to draw back into, I'm making tokens so I can kind of just get them off the top of the deck again. Okay, so that's a decent piece of the Amber control gone. Should be a Saurian turn here soon. Haven't seen much of them yet. Haven't seen any of them yet. Holy cow, haven't even discarded any of them yet. What's going on? Excuse me, you do have a third house in this deck. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Can just life for a life it here. If he plays a Ludo, we have to kill the Ludo and then just slow kill this. Imperial Forge. We could practical methods and logos here too, but I'd rather just do the shadows because we get to ready with this too. They don't have any scaling. We get to make another token. Yeah, I think that seems fine. Again, we also drew into a decent amount of shadows, so put this guy on the left. Garwin. It's fine. Oops. Almost did that out of order. So we'll reap. The damage pip on this is fantastic. It means we get to kill this for basically free. Okay, and we're setting up our disc. We've got our taunt, we've got our Forsaken. Both of the hand disrupt cards are gone. Shocked that was still only a 3-card Saurian turn. But now we're going to start seeing like the spirals and stuff. And like what's funny is we've... Oh, what do we discard? Airlock. That's the first card we've discarded with Thrall. But that could change pretty quick here. Yeah, so interesting. I really almost wonder if the mass mutation deck would have been, I mean, this is by far from over, but we do have a lot of Amber here. Okay, gets the Thrall. That's very fair. Just the amount of creature control in that makes this deck a lot worse at generating Amber and getting good creature control. Okay, fights. Ready slip shot. Gate Warden comes down. Trawler comes down. That's annoying. Is that worth a Logos turn? Your opponent is haunted. We are haunted. Destroys the flank creature. That doesn't matter. We're not going to kill it because we're Positron Bolt. So can we do this in a way where my flanks are both thralls? No, we only get to make one thrall if we go dis here. I do think it is just the Logos turn. Get this trawler taken care of. I want to make sure I didn't miss something. Tribute's gone. And there's no Ludo. Ether Spider could come down, but it'll be too late, I think, for that. That's the one thing about losing this is the Ether Spider is going to be a little bit more difficult to kill, but I think we'll be fine. We've got Shark and Bouncing Deathquark and stuff. So start here. Archiving. There's no archive hate, so that makes that just more safe. Get the Garwin. Practical methods. It is Artificer. We're up to 15. So kind of similar. We haven't had to play Dis, but we've drawn into a pretty decent handcrafting hands for the other two houses to be able to just build up this Dis. We now have 5-card Dis turn with Thrall on the board. You can kill the Gatewatcher before you get stuff down. Which also gets us the Unbinding. I mean, this is just exactly what we want from this deck. They might get a key here. If they get a couple Amber, we're probably not stopping that. We're definitely not stopping that. We have 0 ways to stop that in hand. That is, I think, kind of the one scary thing of where we're at here. We don't have Levy down yet. We don't have the Eddy. We don't have Rich Score. So if they're able to... Zookeeper discarded. See, I need to start seeing the new. It's fine. Again, I am not... This deck has enough creature control. I'm not really expecting the Forsaken to sit there for too long. And there's not any ready and use. Seems like they were excited about the that guy. Is there ready and use? Yeah, it's not a bad hit. Okay, Ludo, Cincinnatus, Rex. No golden spirals yet though, so like, oh wait, Cincinnatus can ready the spirals. Bummer. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a way to kill it, so we kind of just have to go, but we're at the point where we might as well just start dumping some dis. Yes. So we want to fight this first. Yeah. And we get Yandelings. No Mars on the board, so that's great for us. Oh, and I had no creatures on the board, so Cincinnatus died. I wish I'd have known about that. Or remembered that. Yeah. Yeah. This deck can do that. We're sitting on 2 marks, a gateway, and a rich score coming up here. So we did get the bouncing deathquark in the Eddy. So again, on Amber control, without this down especially, we're a little bit light, but we're so up on Amber that I think we're okay. Rule of 6 with Megamouth and Cincinnatus. I mean, maybe. The big thing with Cincinnatus is you have to keep having stuff that's small enough to fight into without clearing their board. But yeah, that definitely does work. I mean, just if all you play that last turn, well, I guess if they had the Cincinnatus still, and then... Oh, yeah, true. If the Cincinnatus survives, all you need is 1 golden spiral, and the Cincinnatus fight just brings the spiral, or readies the spiral. Doesn't feel amazing, but this is just where you go dis. Pull up one of the marks. And we got Epic Poem. If there's a John Smith, then you're... Oh no, that still can't ready the... Yeah. Same decks. We'll see. But again, I think we didn't see the Maelstrom, didn't see the Golden Spirals. If those are down, or the Order with the Cincinnatus, can definitely be a different game. I don't think we keep this now. This looks okay. I don't have subs, do I? I don't think I'm monetized. Pretty sure I'm not. Do you all get ads for me? I never turned that on. I was offered it, but I just never. Ah, the brain drain right away. That's unfortunate. You hit the gate warden here. Yeah, I don't think I ever turned it on. I never assumed I would be big enough. Hits that. Okay. Am I okay tokenizing that? I might be. I lose the unbinding. I don't get to archive it here, which is a little bit sad, but I think getting board presence and some mill going is fine. Oh, and we just get to draw it back. But I think I actually don't play. Oh, that's unfortunate. I discard it here anyways. Again, they've got the bounce creature control, and they have creatures I have to kill. So unless I'm like really ahead on board or a later game, I'm not worried about playing that, especially with draws like this. Losing the life for life is a little sad for sure. That's definitely a useful kill in this matchup. We might be priced into just playing the gateway here, depending on what kind of creatures they find. It's kind of a bummer. Actually, I should have thought about it. I thought I was going to tokenize the Soul Snatcher, but I think I actually have a prime sub I'm not using at the moment. I need to figure that out. There's a Legionary. We can pop the ward. It's Octavia. How much more you got? Imperial Forge. Gosh, can I discard the gateway here? Tribute for no value. Can't reap right now. I could just fight both of these into the Legionary just to get more. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go this here. I think we're holding the gateway. There's too much chance of this going bad fast. But we replenished thralls, so Death Knell. Zookeeper again. There is an argument for just gatewaying right now. I get 2 more thralls out of it. They're down to a 2-card hand. Hold off. Seeing that levy feels good. What do we tokenize here? Cinder and Rich Score. That's not ideal. Definitely a clunky hand now, so if we get like Maelstrommed or something, it's not feeling great. Forsaken is easy to fight off, so like this is... The Forsaken should not last past this turn. If it does, we basically win the game. But lots of discs to start this time instead of the shadows. Still no marks though. I'd love to get some marks. Like the mark against this kind of a deck is just fantastic. Which is probably another reason to hold the gateway. If you mark and then gateway against a deck like this, like it just doesn't have the efficiency to have 2 good turns like that. Or you can just avoid the amber control, right? Because there's amber control in each house, but the tribute's gone. So if you just, yeah, mark into Saurian. Go on Mars here, though, and get some artifacts down. Okay, Mega Mouth, we got to deal with that. Except they can't reap right now. I mean, when you don't kill the Forsaken, you got the streak out. I have to do this turn. This is still not technically dying, so we're not killing the Megamouth. But again, it can't reap. I guess we could fight. I don't think we need to, though. I'm just going to kill off the Yandelinks. Read lottery. We could discard one more, but I kind of like getting to check here. No, because then if I... Yeah, I want to get to check. Do I gateway here? I think this is more correct now. Discard 2 more. We still get 2 more thralls. Because I just think this could pop off on a Saurian turn if they have like the order or something. What got discarded? Mix. Bubbles. Stomp. We'll take that. Okay. That might have been a pretty greedy play, but this deck can reward that sometimes. You definitely want to be ahead on Amber. And they're going to have a pretty do-nothing turn here. Yeah, it's probably fine to hold. Okay, find to mind your elders. Yeah, I think that's very fair. Because now we don't have a way to kill this. It's okay though, because we stole their Cincinnatus Rex. Well, so, and we didn't know what they had in hand, right? So if they didn't really seem to have much Saurian, but if they have like this guy and order or something, it gets crazy fast. Yeah, Merkins is gross in here. If you find second bubbles though, you can get it back. Right, you can just throw it back on top, or Maelstrom does that, but it loses the Ether Spider. And we've got our Levy. Like with the Levy now, it's going to be so hard for them to get. Epic poem on Ether Spider. Don't mind if I just EP that. Thank you. There's an argument for hitting the thralls there. I should have done that actually. That was a mistake for sure. We can booby trap him now though on a Shadow's turn. So Tribute's gone, Epic Poem's gone. There's only one poem, right? Yeah, Imperial Forge was also played early. Hand discards are gone. We're getting into our logos now. I haven't seen the Maelstrom. Maelstrom doesn't feel great here. Although we do get a lot of decent play effects back. And we get all this Amber. EP is gone. Gateway is gone, so even the Wild Wormhole is safe. What's really fun is when you can get the groupthink going and you just kill the thralls each turn with the groupthink. Keep making more with the Artificer and stuff. Okay, here's the Unfathomable. Definitely expecting this to be Maelstrom. Pressure. Has the bubbles, so maybe no Maelstrom here. We know they're drawing into it though, so we can just kill Thralls to try and deal with that. We fight Merkins into Kaup. We make another token so we can actually discard 3 off the booby trap. So we fight Reap. Discard Cincinnatus. We'll get our Amber back eventually. Still not finding the marks though. Like both games so far, they are bottom of the deck. I definitely don't mind mark and then kill the Ether Spider here. But I have to have some discards on the board to do it, I guess. So they probably get some... I think one Spiral's gone, but we still have the Shark coming too. Ooh, Order. Get to check. That's fine, because I think we levy here. Could just go Logos 2, though. Yeah, we'll wait on the dis until we actually have a better turn for it. Try and get one of those marks at least. And we get to take out the Spider here. Oh, it is the Ether Spider, or the Shark. That's how it goes. Yeah. Good cards on the bottom. Oh. I'm supposed to just fight here? Get that back? Because I don't really make any other archives, so the Eddie's not doing much for me. Okay, now we've got our mark. Got something on the board too, so we can actually fight it off. A nice setup for a groupthink. Turn after. And run 15 Amber, which is not the worst. Got the Simwix too. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a pretty tough matchup for this deck. In general, we've got some good hits, but... Ooh, there's the Maelstrom. Ah, there's nothing for me to mark. I might get our Shark back, though. Take that. Actually, sometimes like this, I will just mark a token. Because, no, we're not getting the mark back. I don't think we need to do that. It's probably just going to go back into this here anyways. Need to flip the deck, though. That's the other thing with this deck is there's not many ways to... Actually, there's no way. This guy, I think, is the only way to flip the deck. If you're at 0, exactly. But, I mean, they're on chains now. That's their only true board clear that deals with this. Both Echoings are gone. Oh, no, just one. So they'll have the second, but nothing has damage on it yet. And if they do taunts, we can just do the BDQ too. Can't reap because of Gate Warden. That's key 2, and we mark into what we know they basically can't do anything with. There we go. That should do it. Unless they redrew into Epic Poem and we didn't, or not Epic Poem, but Tribute. Oh, it's a Saurian turn. Second Spiral. Sounds interesting. I think you need to get, I don't know, you just need to be able to keep a board. The deck isn't making a ton of amber outside of that is one of the problems. So like I just didn't feel pressured. Golden Spirals came down late both games. Order didn't even come out game one. We had answers for the wards with the Legionary every time. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I would say about my VM decks too. If you get Logos, you can get some stuff, but even Logos is fairly like um a lot of it is like drawing on your turn. And so it can be hard to actually like build up something in VM25. Yeah, I mean honestly, the thralls were definitely good. I think we have the creature control advantage here. Like if they have to keep creatures on the board, if they get a golden spiral turn off with like the Cincinnatus or whatever, then they can definitely burst to where we're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, so that's probably where the discarding hurts the most is just really slowing down this. But yeah, having creature control too. This is one of my few Archon decks that also has good creature control. I was talking about that the other night with Magic Deck that I just feel like problem is I love Amber Skies and I have some really fun Amber Skies decks and very few of them have good creature control. And so it's just always this like stress of like, oh, is my opponent going to play 4 dinos on turn 1 and I just lose the game to that. But this deck just definitely does not struggle with that as much. There's so many answers here. You've got Shark, you've got Life for Life, you've got Gateway, you've got Booby Trap. Honestly, though, when I was playing this in Vegas, the Booby Trap and the Positron Bolt are usually hitting my Thralls versus my opponent's creatures. They just get more value out of that a lot of times, and especially against like PV. I mean, the Amber Control in this deck, again, I just don't think they were generating a ton. They need creatures on the board. They need to get these combos off, I think, to really generate a lot. It's got the EP. It's got Rich Score. I don't think I've ever stolen more than 3 with Rich Score. Like, even if you're doing like the Forsaken combo, I rarely have more than like 4 or 5 Thralls on the board at most. But the Eddie definitely helps. This one, like, if it's a race, the Soul Snatcher is where you win because a lot of times you can get a bigger board than them and then you just drop the Soul Snatcher and it's very tough. But yeah, I have found decks with Amber Control for sure. All right, let me report this and we will be done here. Thanks all for hanging out. Thanks to trelemar. Sorry that was a little bit of a rough go, but that's, I mean, I was able to do decently with this deck in Vegas against like PVs and stuff. It's one of the few things that can kind of do as much disruption as PV decks do. Doesn't always get there, and if you're against the wrong kind of creature control, it flounders real hard. But I mean, we also just found good dis early on. Like the draws were pretty solid for both of these games, I would say. Triad. Gotta sign in. You people. Your login stuff. Do y'all remember game 1? Was it... Did they get any keys? Am I in the running for top cut? Yeah, I would imagine a bad strength of schedule. I had a really weird kind of up and down the first couple weeks. You guys don't remember game 1, do you? I'll just do what happened in game 2. I think he was at... I don't think he got a key in game 1. Maybe he did. Maybe I gave him one. Not gave him one, but allowed one. Game 2, he definitely got one. Keep clicking out of it. I guess the scores are optional. Panic's doing good. Quick Draw, you're doing pretty solid. Magic Duck is up there. Hobo's up there. Yeah. I definitely don't feel confident playing into any of these people. I guess I already lost to Magic Duck. Second game was 3-1, but I don't know if game 1 was. Oops. How do I... Forgot how to change tabs. Oh, we're here. Yeah, this one was definitely 3-1, but it's fine. Again, I don't think the points matter. If it says they're optional. Except I feel like I tried to do that before and it said I had to put them in. So they're not actually optional. Whoa, why does it say? Oh, we're way down here. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. Thanks again, trelemar. Good luck next rounds. Oh, this is the last round. It says scores optional, but I'm pretty sure. Let's see if I can remove them. Ah! Time I click out of there, it goes away. Orion to the moon. Yeah, it says I have to do something. Okay, never mind. That puts me at 4-2, but I mean, this was a concede against Dave last week, so kind of a... Don't feel like that was a win I was actually gonna get. I'll probably still play him at some point in the next couple weeks. Do our triad. We like to... It's fun to get to do those in person for sure. It's very interesting building a lineup against someone who you kind of know more of their decks. Like same happened with Magic Duck. I think I guessed exactly what he was bringing, and I still didn't quite get there. It was a close game. But against Dave, it's like he's got a VM deck with like the upgrade suite, kind of like mine, but you get it on a Cowp. So he just gets like an invincible Cowp off of a phase shift, and then the oh, what is it, like the I don't think it's got a DDoS, but it has like the hollow camo and stuff, and you just sit there like, oh, I guess I don't play the game anymore. He's got obviously like Caruso or Fatebreaker, which are decks. I've beat Caruso before. I don't think I've ever beat Fatebreaker. And he's got some other... He's got a GR Mender deck that also wrecks me, so... yeah, it's very fun to do that. And it's fun to get to play in person too with like doing the selections and seeing the physical decks and everything. So very fortunate to get to do that. But okay, I've got to go clean and do stuff. But thanks again all for hanging out and watching, and we'll see you next time on Phlox'em. Not sure when that will be, but probably not this weekend actually. If there's Kagi matches, I will not be available Saturday, so we'll see. But anyways, thanks all for hanging out, and we'll see you next time on Phlox'em. Take care.